By and large, far too many men just don't see you for your uniqueness as a woman. They don't understand that your life doesn't begin and end with them. It kind of reminds me of when my sister and I, in our 20s, we were in New Orleans going on a street tour now. Let me get my fan so we can tell the story the right way. So, me and my sister, we were in New Orleans on a street tour. Oh, we were looking around at all the old houses and the big columns on the steps and the white porches and all of that. And our tour guide was telling the group about the good old days, how life was so simple and so easy, right? How things were so carefree, the afternoons on the porch with the mint julep, I tell ya. They had you sip your mint julep, and she told us if we could only imagine back in those good old days. And my sister and I are looking at it. First of all, it was hot as swamp balls in New Orleans, right? And we were looking at each other during this tour because we really thought we were going to see some real history, not some his story and some her story, right? And we were looking at each other like, and we had to holler out. Those days wasn't good for everyone. We were like, those days weren't good for everyone. Yeah, it was so great back in the days, the good old days, when all these people who were melanin deficient, all they had to do was sit back and everything was done for them. All the laundry and the cooking and the cleaning, and they had people waiting on them hands and foot, I tell you. Right? Many of these men are living in a time past where they keep thinking about the quote unquote good old days when all they had to do was just sit back and let you wait on them hand and foot. You aren't a person to them. You aren't even today. They don't regard you as a full human being. They regard you as a commodity to be used for their pleasure, for their comfort, for their convenience, until you are no longer able to be used. Did you know that the lifespan, the work span of an enslaved person, I believe what it is that I read was 7 years, that they would run the bodies down into the ground so viciously. Like they would work them till the meat fell off the bones. Like they dug up bodies from an enslaved person's cemetery. And they analyzed the skeletal structure, the nutrients, the muscle fiber, the bones, all of that. And from the back-breaking work, their muscles had ripped, like the shoulder muscles ripped away from the bone. That's how back-breaking the work was. But to them, to the melanin deficient people, it was the good old days. Look up my video where we talk about how men are homosocial.
So it involves talking about women, it involves picking up women, it involves talking about your sexual conquest with women. Why for a lot of men, sex is a currency, because having lots of sex means you can talk about it with your mates and discuss that, and that's a really important part of homosocial bonding.
Pair it with this one, where men are constantly showing you that they don't respect your contribution, even though girls and women outperform men in school by and large, pound for pound, grade for grade, so much so that the vast majority of people in this country who are now enrolled in college are women.
In addition, once we leveled the playing field academically, women just blew by men. Women are more mature, they're more disciplined, they're better at delaying gratification. And over the next 5 years, we're going to have 2 women graduate from college from every 1 man. So
we are outpacing them and they're not able to keep up. And they're like, hold up, wait. Check the video that I did on the most dangerous men in society.
the most violent, unstable societies in the world, too many broke and lonely young men. And we are producing too many of them.
Check that video and pair it together. Wake up. These lessons are meant to create the food for thought inside of you so you can start seeing and understanding what it is that we have before us. Go ahead and share this video. I will see you all in.
Be a part of the live show with thousands of other viewers. Go to TonyaTKO.com/text and join the text notification squad and get a text whenever I go live. Support the show and yourself, and I'll see you on the next live broadcast.